Hi, this is Phil, and I'm here to tell you all about the Capes and Lunatics Patreon. Get early access to all of our interviews, including the monthly Chichester chats with writer and comic book legend D.G. Chichester, new episodes of classic Capes and Lunatics shows, including The Quantum Zone, This, That, or the Third, and many, many more specials, all completely uncensored. Access starts for $3 a month, full video when you pledge $5 a month. Check out the link in our show notes or go to patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. Hope to see you there.
Yeah, whatever. Ben Reilly, Spider-Man's clone. He's the guy. He's got a sweatshirt. Yeah, that's how you know he's different. And he's a blonde hair.
That's all the explanation you need. Thank you, Matt Kona. Welcome back, everyone, to the Scarlet Spider episode this month for Ultimate Spider-Cast. Here we go. I am Phil. Joining me, as always now, well, if you listen to any of these shows, you know Justin the Owl.
That's right. Slinging his way back into Vegas.
And coming to you from the back seat of his car like the cheap tramp that he is. It is Hot Priest of Country Ray.
In the saggy flesh. How you going, boys?
All right.
It doesn't go unnoticed. I know about the sweet old man reference. Come on, guys.
Oh, that's a little Hellfire creation. Oh.
Yeah, Lilith Hellfire. That's original. Yes.
Sweet old man playing with his deck. All right. So, yes, we are here today to talk Ben Reilly, the Scarlet Spider, 4 and 5. Oh, and before we start, Ray, I have a question for you. I remember.
Shoot, Phil, shoot.
I said I wanted to ask him a question. All right. So, again, time zones, everything. So, you're doing this on your lunch break from your car, correct?
Certainly am.
Knows. Yes. And so no one questions why during once a month, on your lunch break, you go into the back seat of your car and you're talking to someone over the computer or anything.
They're watching from the windows. Like, what is he doing out there?
I'm very covert. I drive only like a couple of minutes away off campus, so I'm in a quiet street.
Oh, yeah. So he's like parked off of the somewhere.
So if anything, it's the residents I see here in the apartments. They walk by, seeing me laughing and giggling at a computer screen. So it's not my employees I'm worried about.
Okay, and I dare you. When someone walks past that car, I want you to look right at the screen and go, "Oh yeah, baby, yeah."
Challenge accepted.
Just don't let them see that deck. All right. All right. Scarlet Spider 4 and 5. I don't know. We just want to get into it, or
yes,
synopsis.
Yeah.
Synopsis.
Do you have the synopses?
Here, I'll look. We were busy talking slingers before. Because he has kids. The slingers will be coming soon in this series.
Slingers. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, I mean, late 90s, man. Late 90s. That was the bomb.
That series looked good. I was bummed that I missed it, actually, because it looked interesting.
Oh yeah. I mean, I couldn't wait for that every month, and then they canceled after 12.
Didn't they released like more recently another Slingers miniseries? Do you remember that?
Did they?
I think I got it. So it was a lot shorter. I think it was like maybe 3 or 4, I think, just from memory. Because the name really does ring a bell. And unless I'm just thinking of the 90s thing, I'm pretty sure I came across, maybe not. Maybe it's old man mind.
I mean, they pop out from time to time, but yeah, yes, sweet old man.
Oh, yeah. They do pop up. You're right.
Well, kids, if anyone would know about popping up, it would be Ray.
Yeah. It's not the only thing popping up, eh? So
it's a lunch break.
Talking about cameos. It's
a lunch break.
What was on your mind, Phil? What was on your mind?
I don't know, man. You're the one talking to the backseat of your car in a lunch break, man.
Look, when I'm laughing, the car like jiggles.
Wow!
Oh, I love it. The people outside are watching.
Yeah. This car's a rock. If this car's a rocking, those koalas better not be knocking. No synopses. So yes, we can.
Okay. No, okay, that's fine. Yeah.
Well, I mean, we can kind of do a synopsis ourselves, right? It's
right, exactly. Yeah,
pretty good. I mean, typical Peter David. Great characterizations. We got into more of Slate, and we have Kaine finally kind of tracking down Ben Reilly, who, for those that want to put it into context, this is kind of after clone conspiracy. Is that right? So Ben had been revealed as a jackal. Shenanigans ensued, and Kaine is pretty pissed off at him and wants to kill him. So yeah, he tracks him down. Mistaken identity with Slate. So Kaine infiltrates indirectly. Mercury Rising understands what's happening, or what Ben is doing. And I don't want to jump too far ahead, but we get another big player in Thorn as well. That was the boss who hired the gunman to raid Mercury Rising, from memory.
Yes.
So it all, and the clincher being Justin, for the spoiler about Thorn and Mercury. Oh, what's her name? Cassandra.
Cassandra, their brother and sister.
Yeah.
Yes.
I love that.
Sibling rivalry. Yes.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah. So that was I think in between a lot of really fun banter, some random cameos, like random subplots, so to speak. With I love the Black Knight stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yes, the stuff of the Black Knight was great. Yeah.
But we needed stuff to wrap around the Ben and Kaine fight.
Yes. That was the focus of these two issues, was the duel between these two.
I love the hypocrisy of Kaine. We're just like, oh, you pulled some nasty stuff, Ben. He's like, so, I'm going to not bring him to justice. He's just going to kill him.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Like Kaine doesn't have his own checkered past, right?
Oh, yeah. Kaine was an assassin for a while. He killed he a lot of bodies.
You have this laundry list of crimes that you could lay at his feet.
Yeah. And we did see him in that recent Christopher Yost run as well, which we kind of covered earlier. The character of Kaine. So yeah, double standards. I did like how Ben called him out on how kind of predictable he is. He could predict his moves because he just picked the opposite, and he doesn't have the spider sense. So I love that rationale that Ben has. So what Kaine does is he tries to pretty much come up with a plan for everything. And in that way, it's kind of predictable for Ben. So that was fun. But they're very evenly matched, and they called it out that they are cut from the same cloth, i.e. Peter Parker. So there's not much difference between them.
But it goes to show too that Ben is the more unpredictable of the two, because he's the one that has that antique pistol, and he goes to show that it is in fact loaded, and he hands it directly to Kaine, who then shoots him with it right away immediately without wasting any time. And if Ben hadn't caught the bullet, who knows what would have happened.
Yeah. I like to think Ben had probably in the back of his mind a little plan, if all goes sour, at least I'm going to try and see if I can catch his bullet, right?
Yeah, I'm going to test this theory at least. Yeah.
Yeah. But it gave me massive Tarantino vibes there when Ben just hands him the gun. Okay, but let me just say that, and he just shoots him straight away.
Shoots him. Yeah. He doesn't waste any time. He just shoots him.
Yeah.
He could have dodged. That's how crazy of a headspace Ben is in, because he could have dodged that probably with his spider sense. But he was like, I wondered if I could catch a bullet, and you made me prove it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's got spider sense, right? I know maybe Peter David relaxed that idea just for the effect of the moment. But yeah, you would have assumed that he had spider sense and dodged out of it. But it was fun to see that interaction together. And it wasn't so much like Kaine was agreeing with Ben in any way. But what I really do like is how Peter David intertwined how it's now Cassandra's daughter that is binding them together. That's the only reason why Kaine isn't killing Ben. So it's almost like it's a really underhanded thing that Ben's done as well. Use a little girl to save himself.
Leverage. Yeah.
But
totally.
it's smart, he
even though Kaine's just the minute you cure, I'm going to kill you. So
yeah. It's almost like he has a momentary reprieve. But it's just, that's all it is. As soon as the girl's okay, then it's back where they left off.
And I think you guys forgot the most important part. when Aunt June thinking Kaine is over and thanks him, and then it's like, get out of my way.
Get out of my way.
That was my favorite part of both of these issues. I love that. That was great. That was
thank you
gold.
for the root, thank you for the sweet, everything.
Yeah. That's the first time that you see her smile in all of these issues.
Yeah.
Right up to this point. It's the only time that you see her smile.
She had a bit of warmth to her. And I've got to say, I don't know if you guys thought the same thing, but at the beginning when I was reading it, Mark Bagley's art kind of stood out for me. It was just, I don't know, it was just exceptional more than, I don't know, other issues. Not to say the others were bad, but everyone seemed cut. You know, Slate looked cool. He really defined Slate as having that almost featureless face. Which I think is really good. And that lady, sorry.
And hairless too. It's almost like Slate doesn't have any hair, like no eyebrows, no eyelashes, anything. It's interesting.
Exactly. Yeah. He's an interesting. Issue 4 made him, I think, more of an interesting character again. You got a little bit more of him, and he's scary because Peter David sets up those scenes where he's trying to get information from that guy in jail. And he said, look, if you don't tell me in the next 5 seconds, I'm going to rip your head off and I'm going to show it to the guy, your acquaintance next. And we know from past with him killing the cosplayers that he probably can do that, right? So that was quite a frightening.
And he doesn't have a problem with it. He comes right through the door at the guy.
I mean, the guy's like, what are you going to do? You're in here. I'm in here. You're out there.
For now, I am. That can change really quick.
Yeah, that's a bit silly in the world of superheroes and superhuman people. I don't know. I'd be suspicious of everyone,
Yeah, and two, it's like one of the cops lets him in, and it's like tells the other guys like, walk him back this. So I mean, I guess showing the influence Cassandra Mercury has in this town now.
Yeah, and it looks like too. There's a little bit of kind of like a romance between her and Slate. Almost.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Whether it's unrequited love, I don't know, because Cassandra's keeping those cards very close to her chest, but he is very invested in the daughter and Cassandra as well, and I don't know whether it's flirting or not. He compliments her on her fighting style.
Yeah, right. That's what tipped me off. I was like, there's some sparks here between these two.
Yeah. So, and I like it. It's typically kind of ambiguous from Peter David, and whether or not he reveals it, it doesn't really matter. It's just interesting to note as well. But that tip off, that cop, Phil, that you're saying, that was so funny. Like, Peter David, he draws a fine line. He can do humor as well, obviously in serious stuff and action. But he also did like some corny stuff, and like the thing is like, oh, officer, you've forgotten some of your chips over at the casino, i.e.
He's not even paying off in cash. It's just
big handful of chips.
It's so corny, but I love it. I think it's good. So but much of the 2 issues, I guess, was a lead up. I think more of the because issue 5 was a lot of just like the fighting, as you say, and what happens around them fighting, and kind of culminates in that discussion at the end when Ben webs up Kaine by the feet on the ground.
Yeah, I thought that was clever. He lures him into that web trap. That was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, and we got to remember that. Oh baby. There you go. So viewers, someone just walked by. Thought I'd just give that a go. Anyway, lost my train of thought.
The air conditioning is on. Why are you sweating?
They probably had a look inside, and then they saw.
I pray to God you have pants on.
Well, they probably had to glance at the screen, and they can see Spider-Man face on. Just go, oh, okay. Like in your wallpaper, there's Spider-Man stuff. So anyway, sorry.
No, they just shaking their head and be like, "Oh, everyone has their kinks, I guess."
Exactly. Totally forgot. We got to remember as well. Kaine, like he's a lot tougher and stronger, right, than Peter Parker and Ben Reilly. So, again, when Ben says, I've put enough web there to stop, to stop both you and I, and we know he's put a fair amount there because webbing is, at the whim of the writers. You have people ripping it off themselves.
Yeah.
But it's meant to be really strong. Like, only the likes of
like the Hulk
Juggernaut,
Hulk
can
or
kind
the
of rip it off.
Rhino or somebody. Yeah.
So, no, that was good. That was good. But I guess where I was circling back to was issue 4 had a lot of, I think, the juicy bits.
Yes.
Seeing more about Slate.
Stuff.
Yeah. I really enjoyed that. I'm looking forward to this sibling rivalry as well.
Me too. Yeah.
Because it's pretty tough talk. Like saying up front, I'm going to kill you, and I'm not going to even regret it, and all that. And then at the end of it, don't tell mum.
Right? Yeah.
It's like,
I know. Yeah, that was a great way to end it. I love that.
And there's even like a line or two where like Ben would throw, and he's like, you really think you can kill me? Considering the guy we're both cloned from. How about how about those memories, Uncle Ben, in there? You really think you're going to be able to pull that trigger?
Yeah.
Although Kaine's killed before, so I really didn't slow him down before.
Exactly.
And again, I have to mention it every episode, but just the great Bagley art, like especially in those.
Oh yeah.
No, I love that.
Yeah. That's the end of issue 4, right? Yeah.
No, that's the first page of 5, but yeah.
First page of 5. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it is really good. Yeah, like I said, I think the inking, and I don't know, sometimes it really does all come together. I think who's the inker? Do you know? Hang on, I can see it as well.
John Dell
and Andrew Hennessy. Yeah, I think the inks really make a big difference as well. They kind of
absolutely
rounded out Bagley's art.
Gives another texture. Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I forgot to mention also as well, I'm just having a look at issue 4. The beginning was really cool about Scarlet Spider Kaine attacking those guys that shot a bazooka missile.
The Whiskey Tango Foxtrot guys. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, yes. They're the Whiskey Tango Foxtrot.
Whiskey Tango Foxtrot. What? WTF.
That's right. Yeah.
And I think we established this was their first appearance, those mercenaries.
That's right.
Yeah. In the last episode, we talked about that. Yeah.
Big bazooka.
But Kaine just like threatening the guys because first he asked the guy what's getting in, and the guy wouldn't talk. He just like steps on his wrist and breaks it.
He crushes his hand. Yeah. And that's when you're a mercenary and that's like your gun hand or somebody breaking it. That's bad news. That's bad.
That's like what's the American analogy? It's like a pitcher, whatever, thrower putting out their shoulder.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely.
The pitcher.
Totally. Yeah.
That's where your money's at. So
right.
Exactly.
Yeah. Ray knows that. Your wrist is your livelihood. Yeah, Ray plays games.
The wrists strongest wrists down under.
That's right, kids. You can deal with deck with the left, the right, don't matter.
Exactly. But yeah, no, I mean, I think that again, Peter David just seamless. Very obviously serial. I really do like these old, I don't want to say, these older style storytellings where it was just unabashedly kind of serial, right? You know what I mean? Like it's not written for a trade or whatever. It's just ongoing.
Yes.
And
it's just a continuous story with different ebbs and flows and different characters that come in and out of the larger narrative. Yeah.
And I think that's where Peter David excels, right? Because he does introduce like the odd characters here and there, so it's all about just kind of peppering characters with a little bit of personality in there, just throughout, and you can do that. So, sorry, Phil, you about to say something?
No, I was gonna say, how do you guys feel when Kaine's trying to like break into Ben's files on the computer, and he's like, "No, it's not Ben."
Oh yeah.
Oh, the different passwords.
Yeah, and he's like, and then Ben shows up. He's like, "It's Kaine."
That's right. Kaine. Yeah.
That made me laugh too. Yeah, that was great.
It kind of again, typifies like Ben Reilly's. He's a little bit unhinged. You know, and then he's talking about he's got holding a copy, and is inviting Ben for a coffee, Kaine for a coffee, sorry. And I love how that kind of conversation evolved as well. They're just kind of talking, and then all of a sudden Kaine just, enough of this crap.
Once he mentions the PowerPoint presentation, that's when Kaine goes,
yes,
come out the window.
Yeah, exactly.
But that scene in issue 5, I was wondering if like Peter David was kind of doing some meta commentary or not, because like that scene with the Black Knight and stuff, where he's like, why does the Black Knight always has to lose? Why can't the Black Knight be the good guy? Why don't we shake things up? People think the same old thing. I'm like, is he saying, is this like meta commentary for, I'm not going to do the same old Ben Reilly. No, I'm going to shake it up a little bit.
Yeah. Good point, actually. I was trying to read between the lines of like, what was Peter David's connection with Black Knight, like Dane Whitman? Like I was thinking, is he trying to reference something there? But no, it was that's a lot better.
And then I just love that guy. Oh, great idea! Why don't we toss some superheroes into it? And then Ben and Kaine come crashing through the roof.
Yeah. And do you reckon he's a likeness for someone, because he just seems to be depicted in a particular way? That guy in the yellow shirt who's talking to the Knights.
I don't know. Unless it's like an editor, or I don't know.
It might be an editor, because it doesn't look like Peter David. I'll tell you that. So it's probably someone else. Yeah, probably an editor. A little tongue-in-cheek joke, because he's directing the show, right? So, but yeah, no, that was good. A little bit of briefly sword fighting. I thought that was great.
Yeah, that was great too. Another little kind of unexpected surprise from Ben, just grabbing the sword and throwing one to Kaine.
Yeah. And it's really funny around that time. So they're fighting, right? And they toss the swords and the swords go. And then you have Kaine strangling Ben Reilly. And there's that shot there. Mm-hmm. It's pretty funny because I was reading it on the tablet, and Finn came across and he had a look. And he's going, what's happening here? Going, Spider-Man, he's strangling Ben Reilly. And then he goes, why? Like, I said, they're kind of both heroes. But then I checked myself and going, this is a bit more complicated to try and explain to a 6-year-old, right? They're both kind of good, but they're not. One's killing the other because, all that sort of stuff. So I don't know, I just thought that was quite funny.
Mommy, Daddy's on the computer again, looking at people choking each other.
In costume.
In leather masks.
Exactly.
No. Yes.
To be fair,
how do you explain? They're both the Scarlet Spider. They're fighting.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And like, who's
that? Yeah.
Because he asked, like, is Kaine the bad one? I'm kind of going, well, yeah, but no. Like, he's still pretty. He's still pretty cool. Yeah.
Because Kaine, just a couple issues ago, Kaine was talking about putting scalding hot water over that woman's face.
That's right.
Yeah.
But not doing it, though. Not doing it.
He didn't do it, but...
Oh, jeez. How long?
And it wasn't it dry ice as well?
It was, yeah, but she didn't know that.
No, she didn't know that as well. Cranking the Hulk, boys.
Cranking the Hulk. We already talked about this when people walking past the car while raising.
Yes, that was when the Hulk cranking happened.
Oh, yeah, the Hulk. Oh, yeah.
It's a card game, Justin. A card game.
It's a card game. Very good. Love it.
Yeah. And, back to Ray's point, I don't know if he's doing some weird stuff, but Ben's technically the villain. It's more, he's having like a breakdown, like a mental breakdown almost.
A crisis. Yeah.
Again, from Clone Conspiracy, they showed how he was resurrected. Jackal kept resurrecting him and killed him. He killed him 27 times or something.
Yeah.
And he
mentions it.
Every death. Yeah.
He mentions it here about he's died so many times as well. Mm-hmm. But I guess, if you're talking about like a villain or bad or whatever, I guess what I mean to say is that they're both really morally gray. Ambiguous. Gray. Yeah. So it's not right. You can just clearly say, this one's a hero and this one's a villain. Mm-hmm. They both have their kind of pros and cons. So
Kaine's basically the Dr. Doom. Oh, my face got messed up. I'm evil now.
I know Ben's got a messed up face. He kind of
now he
rolls with
now
it.
he does. Yeah. Now he does.
But I mean, back during the 90s, that's how.
Oh yeah, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically
Well,
the Jackal's like, I can't replace you, Peter Parker, with you. His face started to get messed up.
Yeah.
No, get out.
And those sorts of things psychologically hurt, don't they?
Mm-hmm.
Those taunting, the teasing is probably what hurt Kaine the most.
Yes. The mental scars hurt deeper than the physical ones.
Exactly. Not the chemical imbalance or the torturous process for genetic cloning, but more so the teasing.
The teasing.
The one thing that could have cured them both, Daddy's love.
That's right.
If you find yourself in a predicament, don't be afraid to contact your loved ones. 1-800-LOVE-LOVE-LOVE.
Are you a clone suffering from mood swings?
Exactly, yeah.
There's a place for you.
Yeah, exactly.
No, it's like it's a commercial. Here's the new medication you can take, but meanwhile you may bleed out your anus or.
Yeah, that's the thing that's really put me off a lot of the US ads. Right? There's all that kind of disclaimers at the end. Like we don't have any of that. We keep all that crap to ourselves. Like here's the medicine; it will cure you. But in the US commercials, it's like, here, take this. You might die in 6 months.
Oh my God! No,
exactly.
There's like a new one. They even pointed it out on like I think Howard Stern pointed it out, but it was like I forget what it's for, but it's like if you take it, you could get like an infected taint or something. I was like, oh my God,
an infected what?
I forget how they what? They phrase it differently on the commercial. It's like
perineum.
You get an infect. No, it's like an infection between the genitals and anus, and it's like what?
Wow.
That's rather specific, don't you think?
That is rather specific. Far out.
Now back to your wholesome Scarlet Spider episode, kids.
Whoever mastermind concocted that, medicine, that's fantastic.
That's the thing. Every medication they come out with, there's some kind of side effects. It's like
at least 3 or 4.
Oh yeah, there's
additional medications to counteract.
There's one. It was like, oh yeah, lots of people in their 20s started like getting suicidal thoughts on it. It's like,
no.
What?
Oh God,
exactly. Yeah. This is exactly what I tell you, right? You dabble in magic, you have to pay the price as well. There's always a cost to
that's
something,
right?
I think that's what cost. There's always a cost.
There's never a miracle cure for free.
The magic
tank.
There's a cost to that magic. Oh, I think Ray just outed himself on that Blue Chew. If your lunch break lasts more than 4 hours, consult a doctor.
Nothing. I mean, I'm going to have that word taint in my head now for the rest of the day.
You didn't know that?
That's that's just the way that you put it. Infected taint
between the genitals and the anus is the taint, Ray.
All right, eh?
Another
tainted.
Sweet old man. Such a sweet old man. He didn't even know what the taint was.
I feel tainted.
Oh!
Now by that information.
I hope someone was walking past that car when he said that to the
computer. I feel tainted.
He's talking about the
taint. Oh, yeah. Should start that around. I'm going to start using that in Aussie lingo. Hey, taint, what's up? Yeah. Hey, taint. How's your taint? Oh, how's the taint hanging? There you go.
Until they talk to some American. Wait a minute. Wait, he called you a taint.
What's going on?
We don't want to get Ray punched out in public, Phil.
No.
We're calling somebody a taint.
A taint. Yeah, that's funny.
No.
Anyway, sorry. We got sidetracked, listeners.
Yes.
Blame
that's
Phil.
Okay. That's okay.
So, Ray got stuck on the taint. So yes, back.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
Isn't there a soft drink? Anyway.
Wow. It's down there.
Thunder taint.
Thunder taint. Oh, I love it. Jeez. Anyway, what were we talking about?
Ben Reilly.
Ben. It all started from Kaine, right? Yeah, Kaine. And how he was basically teased.
Because of his appearance, his scars.
Yeah.
Yeah. And meanwhile, we had beautiful blonde biscuit Ben for a while.
Oh my! That's right. He's not. Yeah, that's right. Since he came back, he's dyed his hair again. So yeah, he's blonde biscuit, Justin. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Just another Peter Parker lookalike.
I know.
Yeah, but his face is a little.
His face matches Kaine's now.
Matches a matching pair.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
Yeah, they are kind of two sides of the same coin, which is why I love this story.
His face looks like the other guy's taint.
And vice versa.
You should see the other guy's taint.
Oh, shocker. But I should ask, I guess now's the right time to ask. I mean, Justin, this is the first time you're reading through this.
Mm-hmm.
You've read the first 3 and these other 2. How's it holding up at the moment?
I love it. I love the continuation with the subplots with Cassandra and Slate and its introduction of Thorn, her brother, the sibling rivalry, which was a great surprise at the end of issue number 5.
Yeah.
I loved the like I said, my favorite scene was the one with Aunt June. So funny. Oh my God. Love that. Yeah. And
classic,
like I said, the whole dynamic with Kaine and Ben being two sides of the same scarred coin. I really love that. Peter David's done a really good job of focusing, like zeroing in on that dynamic and making good use of it in the context of this story, because while they are very similar, they're very different as well. And he does a good job on highlighting both of those aspects, the similarities and the differences in both of these issues. It's really well done.
Yeah. Yeah, I think they work really well together. And from memory, because it's been a while since I read this, we do get Kaine featured quite a bit in this series as well. He pops in and out. So that's
I noticed that. I was skimming over it. He comes back here and there, which is another great, like we were saying before, another great hallmark of Peter David's storytelling is that he tends to tell these really long, overarching stories with lots of different supporting characters that come in and out of the larger narrative, which I just love. I love it. Yeah.
Yeah, as you say, like there is that kind of relationship between the two. So Peter David's well aware of it, and they play off each other so well. So it's kind of rife for a lot of really good storytelling and interplay between Kaine and Ben. So yeah, it'd be silly not to include Kaine in there. And also as well, Kaine, he's had his own series, but he hasn't consistently had a series as well. So it's good to Peter David to include him in there because, obviously he's a clone as well, and so is Ben. Which actually reminds me, I'm not going to go totally back on it, right? The whole chasm thing, but you know how, like just, I guess, Ben is ambiguous, and he was the Jackal, and he always is kind of like the villain for a bit. And obviously it's a repetitive theme with it. Maybe should exercise a little bit more leniency towards Chasm, I think. I don't know. No?
Oh, Bill.
Puppy face.
No. Honestly, no. I get what Ray's saying, and sometimes I'm like, but again, it's just such a downward spiral. It just gets me down. But I'm just I guess I kind of get it. Because again, it was like that Beyond stuff right before Chasm. Like he was back as Spider-Man. It looked like good things were coming for him. Then all of a sudden, it's just boom. No, you're going to lose like most of your memories and become
just pull the rug out again.
I think the big difference with that is that it was so brief a moment for his return as Spider-Man. It would have been good if he'd just been like Ben Reilly Spider-Man for just a little bit longer, and then maybe say at the end of this year or whatever, then Chasm hits.
It was because he came back as Spider-Man. Peter was injured. He comes back as Spider-Man. They did it off panel, but he beat the UFO's asses. I was like, yes.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
They're not.
I was like, yes.
Yeah, they're not pushovers
I love
as well.
The UFOs.
The UFOs are awesome.
And then all of a sudden, he starts losing his memories, and I was like, okay. So we're gonna, maybe we're gonna try to do a thing where he comes back as Scarlet Spider, but he's not a complete copy of Peter. He won't have all his memories, so he can be like his own. Man, his own thing, but then they go full Chasm, and I was just,
it was just too quick.
I think it was just a double tap because they went right to Chasm, and then 2 seconds later, Zeb Wells' run started, and I was just like,
Yeah. But anyway, so those are my thoughts on Chasm. I'm still behind, although I have been reading a lot. Phil, you'll be happy to know I'm up to Amazing Spider-Man current run. I think about 54.
Okay.
About 10 issues off now. So Chasm's shown some good qualities from memory. He went up against the Green Goblin. That was pretty good, I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, Norman. So there's a little bit of redemption there. Anyway, that's probably what has
got
tainted my view.
Oh God! There's the secret word, kids. Whenever you hear that word,
that could be a safe word. It could be that.
Oh, true. Absolutely. Taint.
I can't wait till he goes. Oh, you have to let us know when you go home today. Be like, guess what word I learned today?
Gosh. No, you know Dingleberry, right?
Yeah.
No.
Okay. You know what that means, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Where do you think we're hanging out, Ray? Of course we know what Dingleberry means.
Okay, fair enough. Just that people use it so loosely. Sometimes I don't think people truly understand what it means. But anyway.
But I knew that it meant that you would eventually get to that current Amazing Spider-Man run because one of your favorites, Tombstone, pops up.
Yeah. Good old Tombstone.
Yeah. Seen him on the covers, right? Yeah, he's on the cover like there's a glass, not interrogation, the prison visitor room thingy. Yeah. So I can't wait. Yeah, and I just want to, because you and Lilith always you had that party when Zeb Wells left, and I'll see what the big hoo-ha was about. Kids. Yeah, let's see what all the big hoo-ha was about. And look, hot take. Oh no, I better stop. I better not say it. No, I'm enjoying issues 50 to 54, which what I've read so far. Right, maybe it's because I understand what is going to happen to Zeb. But they're fun. They're just fun issues, right?
No, you're entitled to your opinion, even when.
Well, I can see your point though, knowing that there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, and that there's a definite end to the story.
Yeah, and again,
Lilith even gave the caveat. We said we don't think Zeb's a bad writer. We just don't know if he was the perfect pick for Spider-Man.
Yeah, it just wasn't well suited to that.
Yeah, and I totally agree. Like, I guess where the directions of where he's taking characters, you'd take umbrage on. But yeah, I think just storytelling wise, he's good. He can write really well. So I think that's probably what I'm linking onto.
But so God help me, Ray. If you defend the Rec Rap, there is no hope for you. I will.
Sorry, if I defend what?
Rec Rap, that weird.
The
Bizarro thing. Yeah.
But
backwards. Yeah.
He's not a Zeb Wells creation though, was he?
Yeah. He's the one who.
He is.
Yeah.
I thought he was like an old character.
That was the Zeb Wells thing. He tried to do a Bizarro for Spider-Man.
Oh, gross!
I always assumed that he was just an old.
He's just annoying as.
Yeah, I thought he was. I thought it was a deep dive into an old character. Okay. Yeah, no, he's a bit annoying, I gotta say. So,
and the internet agrees with you.
Oh, that's. I'm kind of mixing it up with Spider-Side. Is it Spider-Side?
Oh yeah, Spider-Side from the 90s. Yeah, no.
Because that was a
Spider-Side.
Spider-Side was like a big, bulky, shape-shifting form of Spider-Man. So that's probably what I was thinking of. Anyway, we digress.
So we do. There you go, Justin. Rec Rap.
Oh
yeah.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it's just like a kooky Spider-Man in a Venom kind of body.
Yeah, it's like Venom, but 2.0. Yeah, that's dumb.
But he's totally he's totally crazy. Like, just nonsense. Almost like cartoon like. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like Carnage, right? Carnage and Venom combined into one person.
Oh, yeah, but he's good, right? He's good. He's not evil.
He wants to be good, but again, he's so backwards and goofy. It's just...
Yeah. He's like, I guess you're right. Bizarro is probably the best comparison.
I did read an article earlier that said that it might be time. It was a editorial on some site that said it might be time for Marvel to reboot their entire universe. And the first thing that came to mind was Spider-Man. I said, absolutely. they have effed Spider-Man up so much, especially in the last 10 or 15 years, that it's beyond the point of repair, I think. And they just need to just reboot the whole crap and put it right back to square one and start over.
What's happened?
What?
Something popped up under my name.
What?
Moon Knight's #1 fan. Yeah, that's right.
Phil.
Sly dog.
You got to keep your eyes on him all the time.
Viewers, just sorry, Justin.
Hey,
we're rudely interrupted.
That's all right.
Hey, I podcast with Little Hellfire. The rest of you are amateurs, man. I got to keep my eye on Little Hellfire.
That's
Sorry, Justin, you were saying.
No, I thought that now would be a good time to reboot all the Spider-Man stuff. Like, just let's forget about all the Mephisto nonsense and about all this other stuff that's happened in the last few years. Let's reboot it. Let's just hit the reboot.
Some huge cataclysmic event. Yeah.
That's what me and Willis always say, give Peter Parker's marriage back. And again, you can always do like charge us for a big, huge wedding and honeymoon issues, drawn by John Byrne and Todd McFarlane, milk the hell out of it. But again, but it's like you want a single Spider-Man. You got enough single Spider-Men. Miles Morales. I mean, if you make Ben the Scarlet Spider again, you could literally you could have your cake and eat it too. Peter can be married. Ben can be single. Just
there's so many supporting characters.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So wipe out the 616, a new universe. How do you think that will go down with the purists? But yeah.
I like the idea, and I grew up reading the comics.
Ultimate Spider-Man is selling great. They say Ultimate Spider-Man is selling great, and that's a married Peter Parker.
Yeah.
Your kids, yeah.
Food for thought. Any creators listening?
Imagine look what they've done to Punisher, like how much they've changed Punisher over the years. Reboot him back to beginning.
Iron Fist. A lot of people were unhappy with Iron Fist.
Reboot Iron Man. Reboot. Just hit the reboot button on everything. It's time. It's time.
You know how many dead ex-girlfriends Matt Murdock has? Yeah. Reboot.
Oh my god.
Bring back Karen Page. Suck it,
bring them all back.
Karen Page.
Yeah. Bring them all back.
I may get some flack for that opinion, but I'm going to hold on to it because I think that they've told the stories that, and we see it especially with all of these ridiculous and superfluous character deaths. Yeah. It's almost like that's the only thing that they can do now to get people to shock interest in these comic books is threaten to kill a character,
and I think
do a big event.
And I think I said it to you. And I think I said it to you before, Justin. It's like, do you guys even care about deaths anymore?
No,
they'll be back in 6 months to a year.
No, I just roll every time I see death, I just roll my eyes. I'm like, yeah, whatever, cool.
What was that death of Miss Marvel? That kind of washed over very quickly. Like, you remember that? So you guys even have. You're thinking about it because it's like, did that happen? Yeah, it did.
Yeah, that happened in That's Amazing Spider-Man. Yes, I think that whole point of that was to make her a mutant.
Yeah,
she came back as a mutant.
But again, I mean, that kind of that typifies the point as well. Like, the death is only to kind of a means to an end to get something new about. Like, the death is nothing anymore. Like, death typically should be like that is the impact, right? And I think they're doing it in the Valiant universe, like where deaths they stay dead.
That's huge.
Yeah, it's huge.
I mean, how long did Moon Knight stay dead this last time, Ray? Like what, 8 issues?
Oh yeah,
7?
I know.
That's it.
Yeah,
and also then, like Rachel Summers last year when they're doing the From the Ashes thing, she died in an X-Men story, and the next week they had to solicit for a new team that she was going to be on.
Headlining,
she was pictured right there, leading it.
Well, the Krakoa stuff was so. I mean, they could just die and reclone themselves. I mean, that
also took the edge off of the death. It's like, how does there's any stakes in anything anymore?
Yeah, I mean, that surely would have been. That surely had to be a piss take from Hickman, right? This whole thing about just whatever, die and just get gold balls to grow you again. It's got to be a tongue-in-cheek little dig.
And that's the other thing too. It's like, so what? So every original X character is dead now? It's just a bunch of clones running around?
I don't like that. I don't like the fact
they just cloned the body and they had copies of their brains, in Cerebro or something. So they're just copies.
Yeah. Wipe it all away. New universe.
I think it's time to restart it.
I mean, the industry is in such bad shape. Wipe them all out and, give us a combined Marvel DC universe.
Oh my! Whoa, God!
You like that, wouldn't you, Phil? You like that. You like that with your
little Ray have to cover when Mark Spector meets Bruce Wayne. Oh,
Dark Knight. Little Dark Knight playing with the big boys, huh? You'd like that.
Tony Stark and Bruce Wayne, childhood buddies. Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, no.
No.
Although they could add them the Marvel Champions, Batman. Yeah.
I think they should do another. I think they should do another crossover at the least.
Yeah, another Marvel
DC.
Yeah.
Black Widow, Black Canary.
Yes. The duel of the
Tigra and Black Canary. Scarlet Witch and Black Canary. Those are great suggestions, right? You keep on going.
Hey,
who else have we got?
Come on,
Jean Grey and Black Canary.
You got to give something to the kid over here, okay? Namor versus that blonde biscuit Aquaman.
Oh man! Oh, I don't think I could handle that either.
Is Aquaman good, Justin? Do you like Aquaman? Is he?
He's okay.
He loves blonde biscuits.
Isn't he a joke? Is he a joke still amongst DC and all that, or no?
Well, I really liked the new 52 one actually, the Jeff Johns and Ivan Reyes one. I thought that was actually the best
Ivan Reyes
I've ever read. Yeah.
Okay.
And I haven't got number one yet, but they did just restart a new series by Jeremy Adams, who was writing Flash. Now he's writing Green Lantern. He's a pretty good writer. So
Jeremy Adams. Okay.
I'm having good things.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. I really liked that new 52 Aquaman. I thought that was terrific.
Oh, they go get Aquaman, get Namor together.
Yeah. Oh man.
Budgie smugglers.
What?
Budgie smugglers. They're the cozies. The swimming costumes.
The Speedos.
The Speedos.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
We call them budgie smugglers because it looks like you're smuggling a budgie.
Oh, I think we call it, banana hammocks up here. Yeah.
Banana hammocks.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be good. Sorry.
I was going to say anything else.
No, I think
Ray's doing his job.
No, I just should probably head back. Luckily, no other passers-by, so I'm very happy. I'm very happy with my little hideout here.
Oh my!
Not many people can see, and it's cool.
Nice.
Here, turn
up the volume on your laptop. You want to keep going, honey? That's gonna be another $30. Whatever money you use down there with the animals on.
Hang on. But we should rate these, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Let's give it to Justin first. Again, this is his first read through. So
I'd give these both 4 out of 5. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, they weren't perfect, but they were still excellent stories.
Yeah, I'd agree. 4, somewhere between 4 to 4.5 out of 5. Really enjoyed them. Really solid. If you know like Peter David's style and writing, then you'll absolutely love this. I don't know for people that don't know Peter David's writing how you'd take it, but he's very good. And I think you're right, Justin. I mean, it's not perfect. I don't know what Peter David needs to do to make something perfect. But he's very good. So I don't know. That's all I can say. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And the art was fantastic. Bagley, I mean, that shot it up as well.
Yeah.
How about you, Phil?
I'm trying to remember what I gave it last time, but I kind of like these issues a little more. I mean, again, I know they're not perfect, but last time though there was a lot of setup and everything. This, I mean, things were moving, things were things were happening. I mean, besides the fight, I mean, we find out more about Cassandra and Slate and
Thorn, the arrival as well.
Yes, love that.
Yeah. Sorry. So was that about the same? Was it Phil? 4?
Yeah.
Was it?
Yeah.
That's the correct answer.
Yes. Yeah, I don't know what would have made these perfect. It kind of felt like they went by really quickly, almost like almost.
It's really hard
to.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to mark them right, isn't it? Because like these issues, they're not pretending or ever going to be like timeless or, groundbreaking issues. But as far as like serial issues go for an ongoing, like these were really top notch. Like, I don't think what else you could really do. But yeah, I think that's it. And yeah.
Was it, I mean, I don't believe I'll ever say this, but I mean, was it too much of the fight? Could we have used more of the, any of the side stories or?
Maybe. I don't know. What do you think, Justin?
Maybe that could have
more Cassandra.
That could have been, more Cassandra, more stuff with Aunt June, just a little more bits and pieces here and there.
Yeah. It's hard. Yeah, potentially. Yeah, because if you look at it, if you distill it, what Peter David brought for these last two issues was obviously Kaine finding Ben and Thorn, the introduction of Thorn. So maybe, I don't know, maybe progressing, like, because they only glanced upon it about the cure. Like, Ben's actively looking for a cure for Cassandra's daughter. Maybe look into that a bit, but I don't know. Look, I'm not, Peter David's the master. He knows what he's doing. So, yeah.
I'm so excited to read the rest of this.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good. Yeah.
All right. So we swing out of here.
Yes. What do we have served up for next time?
All right. Yeah. So let me open the schedule. I'm pretty sure I know what's coming up here. Whatever opens. All right. All right. Well, next week, Lilith will be back, and we're going to cover Amazing Spider-Man Annual 19. The week after, Spectacular Spider-Man 241, and then the week after that, Sensational Spider-Man Annual 1. All big, like, Mary Jane issues. So, yes, we're going to do some Mary Jane stuff. Yes.
Greetings to Lilith as well.
What?
Greetings to Lilith as well.
Yes.
That's right. On their love.
Yes.
All right. And then, next time, I believe it will be Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider 6 and 7.
Nice. Love it.
A big figure is going to show up in those ones. I double checked. Shall we say of cosmic imports?
Interesting.
Justin, you like your cosmic stuff?
Oh yeah, definitely, I do. Yeah,
the abstract. I don't want to sell it too much, but one of the abstract entities of the Marvel universe.
Oh my.
Ooh.
Okay.
Lovely.
In a form, it seems Peter David loves to write.
Oh, you're gonna have to check these out on Marvel because I cannot remember for the life of me. But yeah,
if it's the Impossible Man, then
no. So I think after that, starting with 8 is when Hornet shows up. Because I know we were talking behind the scenes. Do we want to do like a Slingers episode or two after that? So that would be like the March episode. So would that be like? Yeah,
let's do that. I'm always happy to roll with Justin. What do you reckon?
Yeah, I like that idea.
Well, it's like
Slinger
I said,
it up.
We can
12 issues. Yeah, it's a 12-issue series. Do we want to cover all that in one episode, or did we want to do that?
No.
2 or 3 months, or
let's take our time to kind of where it is only 12 issues. We should kind of do our
due diligence.
Due diligence, exactly. Thank you, Ray. Do a proper deep dive into this hidden gem.
Do we want to do like 4, 4, and 4, maybe, or?
Yeah, something like that.
How about like 2, 5, and 4, and 1? What a shit.
Anyone outside that car, this man is exposing his tank. Just for that, Ray, I shouldn't even tell you that Slinger's had an issue 0, Wizard issue 0 also. So.
Oh, wow, Wizard, lovely.
Yeah. So it's not, that was on a full issue, but
we can do that. Let's do that over three episodes then. Just issue 0.
Okay. All right, so 6 and 7 will be next time, and then we'll start the 3-part Slinger stuff in May or March. So.
It'll be slingerific.
Yeah, Mother Slingers. Love
Cut the Slingers out. All right. All right, kids. So send us all your thoughts on those. Ben Reilly 6 and 7 next when these boys return, and then we'll do the Slingers stuff. And then I told you about the stuff me and Lilith are doing. So yes, share all your thoughts with us. Email
Send all your thoughts.
Yes, CapesandLunatics@gmail.com or call the voicemail 614-382-2737. That's 614-38-CAPES. And again, new website. Check out CapesLunatics.wordpress.com. Basically, all the episodes are on there. Even pre-Capes and Lunatics stuff is on there. I've been keeping that.
Lovely.
Wow, yeah.
A young Phil, a young impressionable Phil.
Yeah, young Phil in his 30s. Yeah. And of course, help support us by merchandise on Teespring or TeePublic and Spring websites. And again, more powerful, more brutal than Slate or Kaine or any of them. Lilith Hellfire demands that you rain random money on us through the Cash App link.
Make it rain.
Capes and Lunatics.
Yes.
Make it rain.
And of course, subscribe to the Patreon. You get exclusive, uncensored content every month. And if you're a patron, like these two, you can suggest topics for us to discuss, as Justin has sent in many, and Race.
I meant to send some over. Did I send one over?
You did send an idea.
That's probably what we're going to do this one. For January. Yeah. So
I love that.
As I said, Ray actually sent one in after we shamed him into it. So
the only way to get things done. Shame, shame, shame.
All right. All right. So subscribe to the Patreon, patreon.com/CapesandLunatics. All right, Ray, do your plugs next, because the King.
Oh yeah. Look, just catch me if you want to on social media at Ray. Actually, I don't even go on X that much anymore these days. I've kind of gone off it. So just catch me, anywhere you can. Comment down on this video on YouTube below, and I will respond to you post haste. Into the Night, the Moon Knight podcast, releasing an episode this week. Rebecca and I look at an old-ish, kind of, not old, Moon Knight annual from last year, 2024.
Ooh, nice.
Predator and Prey. Justin, you and I have to get our heads together to...
After our little holiday break, we'll be back soon.
Well, hunting. Justin, hunting. We've been hunting. Been busy.
That's true. We've been busy racking up some trophies.
Racking up trophies. We'll be back with Sparky for something there as well. And, you can catch me on Ray Plays Games on YouTube. Just check it out. I play Marvel Champions, Final Girl, Marvel Legendary Encounters as well. So, check it all out. Good.
One hand on that deck, two hands on that deck, kids. It's crazy. Sometimes you grab other people's decks. I heard.
I do. Yeah. Nothing better than four-player. a bit of foreplay, should I say?
That's the name of that YouTube channel, Ray's Foreplay. Oh, imagine the subscription. Oh,
I'd have to quit my job. Going to earn money just like that.
All right. Speaking of hands on decks, Justin the Owl. You can hear him here once a month talking Scarlet Spider, of course. You can hear him every week on Marvel Tales or X-Men Classics, sometimes both. Again, big things coming this year. For the 40th anniversary, we're going to cover all of Secret Wars 2 this year, Ray.
Secret Wars 2. It's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gosh, epic.
Inferno in October.
Ooh, Inferno. Love it.
The Korvac quest.
Korvac, yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Yeah, there's a lot to catch up on as well. I saw you guys covered the Proteus
yes.
stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
And we're doing all Captain America episodes in February, yeah.
Tell me it's Grunwald.
Marvel Tales.
It is.
Marvel
Absolutely.
Tales, 3 Grunwald episodes, yes.
Yeah, baby.
Yes.
Because we're covering all Serpent Society stuff, because some of them are going to show up in the new movie, yes.
Yep. The classic.
They are showing up, are they? They are.
At least some of them.
Well, some of them, yeah.
Giancarlo Esposito is supposed to be Sidewinder.
Yeah, but he's... Where's the costume?
He's probably not going to... He's probably not
costume,
a teleporting cape or nothing.
Yeah.
None of the good stuff.
I like the Serpent Society. They're great, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, they're so good.
And again, you can also catch Justin returning Energon Universe.
That's
is
right.
At least
talking some G.I. Joe and Transformers.
That's fine.
Thanks.
You don't need your production board, Phil. I can do it myself.
I used to do that as a kid too when I played with him.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
And by popular demand, aka Justin's, yes, you're gonna be getting some One World Under Doom returning also.
Yes, I had a hankering to cover some Doom 2099.
Wow, love it.
Yes, we will be doing that.
And then, of course, over on Capes and Lunatics Sidekicks, you can hear him at least once a month on, cover your ears, Ray, We Are the Night, the Batman podcast.
And Ezreal.
Yes, because, you can listen to the Justin episodes, because we cover Ezreal.
Yes, we're talking about Ezreal.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll listen to those.
And
as long as there's no mention of the other one. Yep.
Okay. Number one. And, of course, you can catch him every so often on Electric Mullet, the Superman podcast. The second February episode, he'll be back for that Superman annual and that
talking some annuals.
Justin, how are you still alive? All these shows, how are you still alive?
Is
that why the camera's off? Are you on a drip?
Phil's
got you in the
IV bag right next to me. Yeah.
He weighs 59 pounds.
No, it seems like I record all the time, but I really only record on average about once or twice a week. I just have them all split. I have them all split up. So
we record ahead. I mean, we're already we're already in the February. Yeah.
So it's just they're lovely little highlights along my weeks. That's all.
They're great. That's great.
But Ray, that's not all. He also appears on these shows.
That's right. Even more. Gamma Charge with me and Russell. We are covering the Immortal Hulk series and the Sensational She-Hulk series. We're alternating coverage of both of those and having a great time with it. And and Ray already mentioned Predator and Prey. We'll be coming up with another episode of that soon. And Ray and Sparky, also I should plug, have been doing an excellent job covering the latest Marvel series, Black Panther versus Predator. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And on my solo show, The Lost Library of Legends, I will be doing a multiple-part retrospective on a title from the 90s Malibu Ultraverse.
Ooh,
the 90s here, bitch. So that's right. It's me, your old pal, the owl. Oh, that's naughty. Double biscuit.
Oh, that's one.
The Biscuit Town. Well, that escalated quickly.
And I still maintain that Justin and DG Chichester should get together one time.
I keep.
It'll be orgasmic for a lot of listeners, I'm pretty sure.
Oh,
we did do an interview with him on Tomes of Evil, me and Russell.
Oh,
many years ago, we had him on to talk about some of his some of the stuff they did for Epic, the Clive Barker comic books.
Yes.
Yeah, and we had a great chat with him. It was a few years ago though, so we're overdue. We need to have another chat with him. Yeah.
Oh yeah, tell Russell. GG Chichester's in pre-launch for issue 2 of his Kickstarter comic, Axel's Infernal.
Ooh. Oh, I bet he'll be very excited about that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Hell's Delivery Service. Yeah, tell Russell. I know Russell will be in on that.
Yeah, he'd love that.
But yeah, Ray, I was telling Justin, I want to somewhere talk to Sparky on some show. I want to know what a normal person, what a normal person is doing recording with YouTube Maniacs.
No, it's weird, isn't it? Yeah, true. No, absolutely. Yeah, we should definitely.
That'd be fun.
We'll do a group chat.
Maybe if we did some Predator crossover.
Oh,
yeah, Predator Tarzan. Now you're talking.
Predator and Magnus Robot Fighter, right?
Even better.
Yeah.
Yes. Excellent suggestions, Phil and Justin. Excellent. Let's keep it at those. Batman. My face. I don't think we're missing any. I can't think of any. No.
I can't think of any other ones.
Who could we be missing, Ray?
Batman.
Oh, you want to know how diabolical Lilith is? She wanted to take these drops like
Batman, my favorite character.
She goes, send them to Finn, have him put those on Ray's phone as his ringtone.
Oh no! Oh, that is evil.
No, I would die a little inside.
You're lucky you're on the other side of the world. We were going to bombard your child with Batman toys. That's what.
He's already got one. I told you. I think I showed you. Yeah. I said, yeah. No, look, he can listen. He can follow. He can whatever. He's a free agent, Finn. He's allowed to. It's not in my house.
But that is not no part of it.
No.
Where did I go wrong?
When you move out on your own, you can start reading Batman.
Yeah.
Not under my roof.
You know what I'm doing, Phil? I am making him into a fan by proxy. So that's a problem.
Right? True. Yeah.
He's going to just want to. Yeah. Anyway.
When he rebels.
Out of defiance.
Yes, exactly.
Maddie one day. Batman's the best.
That hurts, son. That hurts.
I hate
Who
you.
knows? Maybe
Batman.
he'll be a fan of Azrael.
Oh,
yeah. Acceptable. Absolutely acceptable. I shall.
I've often said that Azrael is
the
DC's
better Batman.
Moon Knight.
Oh, okay.
No, do the best Batman of all, Nightwing.
Nightwing will be happy to do Nightwing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything that's good. That's good. Yeah.
Nightwing.
Even Batgirl. I wouldn't go. I'll do Batgirl.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Batgirl, Batwoman.
There's a couple hundred Robins out there. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All of them. First in line.
Okay, then. Yeah, go for Nightwing. All right, kids. Thank you for joining us again. Lilith is back next week. In 1 month, these boys return and we'll talk Ben Reilly, Scarlet Spider 6 and 7.
You better be ready.
And then, 3 months after that, we'll be talking some late 90s slingers to prepare for the revival in this series. But until then,
I'm excited.
swing on back.
Sling on back.
And don't forget to taint.